I like the Wise Kracks brought to you by my bookie.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's pretty cool, man.
I like that.
What's
We look special.
Did you ever see Close Encounters when you were a little kid?
Of course.
Of the first kind. That's what it feels like. What is that thing?
Whoa, that's new. I didn't even realize that was there. What is that new contraption?
That
lighting.
That right there is
a lighting contraption.
It is a light. It is a light. Here, I could show the people what they're referring
No,
to.
I like
That's definitely inspired by a female came in and said, "You guys need to make me look better."
Oh, you know it.
Was
Wow.
it?
That,
Yeah,
see,
of
that's
course
That
it was,
is that
John.
But it's
Bree
got,
Hunter inspired?
little-
No, Bree's in
yeah.
the other studio, right?
Yeah, no, but everything was kind of Bree Hunter inspired. Not
No, that's a nice light. It's gonna definitely shine the light. I just got to put the hat down because
Yeah. No, I like it. You know, it's good. You feel like you're at NBC now. You know?
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I don't know.
What's been going on?
Man,
How was your week? Boy, these studios, your dad, when he was on the show,
yeah,
he sits there, and we haven't talked about this ever. You're here, he's there.
yeah.
He gets just a little bit emotional and says, I can't believe what my son has done here.
Really?
Yeah, you got to watch it. I've actually watched that 3 or 4 times. I've sent it to so many people because it got so many views. It was our biggest podcast by far. Tony telling the old stories that people didn't know, that you never know. Even his fans were like, wow. So, but looking at the studios and looking at some of your other shows, and I realized that, God, is the background here. Even like my wife said it to me. She goes, wow, the background's so cool for the shows.
It's cool on a
you're
shoestring
here
budget.
every day. You don't realize it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't. Speaking of your dad, hold on. I got my bag full of tricks here. I got my final appearance.
No way.
Orlando
You know what?
Tickets Sunday night. By the way,
That's the one.
I
to
go in
to.
there Sunday night. Go to get
It's
tickets.
already booked.
Holy moly!
I know.
It's almost sold out already. There's not many seats left.
Oh, I need to get out in front of this because I need ticket. I need to go buy tickets to bring people.
Out.
No, for
the
every
entire
show.
Floor is sold out for Sunday night show. The entire floor is sold out Sunday night show, and I got 2 tickets kind of on the side, but
The side is good where we were last time.
yeah, the side. So
That's the sleeper section. That's a good side.
no, I was. This is, it's going to be like the Rolling Stones. I'm going to see the Rolling Stones again, by the way, in May.
Yeah.
This is the 4th retirement concert for the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
So it's going to be the same thing with Tony. He's going to make an appearance the next year.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I tell you, March 21st at the Mohegan Sun, that's the last dance for Tony O.
Wow.
At least doing live shows like that. He'll still do the radio show and stuff.
The WABC in New York, which
Yeah.
is on Saturday nights, which is so cool.
Yeah.
You see, I don't even tell you to listen to that sometimes. I put
love
it
that.
on, throw it on. Yeah.
You asked me what's going on. Let me tell you about a heartbreaking parlay that I did not win.
Wow.
I had Cowboys from Thanksgiving Day.
Winner.
I had Broncos from last Sunday.
Winner.
Money line.
Right, winner.
I had oh man, who else did I have? Shoot, wait, were you
There
there?
must be a
Drew? Oh, you
bad-
weren't there.
must
It's
be a bad beat.
Whatever it is, I had a 6-teamer with the last game being the
You were
Monday.
5-0?
I was 5-0 going into Monday night, and I had
Minnesota.
We
Not
were
money line, right?
money line.
No, you didn't have the money line.
I swear.
That's terrible.
I
I
swear.
mean, how can they?
And they gave up this field goal. I thought I actually turned the game off. I thought I had it won.
Like the longest, pass
What
of the day
happened?
was on that last drive.
I don't understand what
Yeah,
happened.
Fields completed like a 36-yard pass. Yeah, it's bad. I needed Minnesota to win too.
So upsetting.
If I knew you were on it, if I knew it meant this much to you, I definitely would have got off.
So upsetting. It was only a $25 parlay.
Doesn't matter.
It was
Yeah.
good though.
Now, what I tell people too, isn't it terrible you went 5-1 and lost money?
Yeah.
You went 5-1
I knew that was coming.
Wow. But no, everyone loves those little.
It's the epitome of a loser.
I got to
right?
tell you though, like I'll play the mega ball or mega millions.
Yeah.
If it's like if I'm in California and it's $1 billion, I'll throw $10. I throw $10 on each one.
Yeah.
So, in other words, the $10 doesn't mean anything to me, but the return potential, which is $1 billion to one,
Yeah.
$10 is not going to make a difference, but the return of whatever it is a big difference. So,
Yeah.
I
It's
get
terrible.
it. I get it. I get why people play these things. I get why. I went after a guy that I actually like on Twitter last week. I usually don't do that. I don't go after nobody. I just not me. I don't talk about other people. Very rare. And I was just sick and tired of seeing all these big companies show these 10-teamers, and someone bet $5 to win $100,000, or $20 to win $250,000, and they brag on Twitter. And what that does is it gives people false hope.
Yeah.
Everyone that's out there, especially new to this space, these kids, oh God, I could do that. That's all you have to do to win $20. Meanwhile, 20s equals 40s equals hundreds equals thousands.
Right. Over
the end
time.
Of the year,
right.
That's like ridiculous money, a percentage of your income and stuff. And trust me, you're better off betting straight plays. I'll even tell you, you're better off betting straight plays. Lay 11 to 10. Search around for the best lines, the best odds. We talk about even, I'll play teasers, but I won't even play them in Las Vegas no more, because you can't get 6 point minus 120 teasers, which are sponsored by MyBookie. You can get 6 point minus 120 teasers still. And also, since we're talking about them, let's get their plug in here. They have a 10% bonus right now. You mentioned the code CRACK, KRACK, 10% one-time rollover. That's the big thing about the bonus. So there's other bonuses there. There's a 50% bonus, but you have to roll it over 10 times. Now, what that means is let's say you send $1,000, make it $1,500. Now you have to roll that over $150,000 before you can make a withdrawal. So the 10% bonus, one shot, whatever you can, whenever you at the end of the week you can cash out. But the purpose of me saying this also is because they have the 6 point minus 120 teasers, which I love doing the Wong teasers. A lot of them anyway. I don't do them all, but you go through the key numbers of 7 and 3, and they're still minus $1.20. So that's what I feel. You're better off betting straight bets though for yourself, betting the 6-teamer.
You get sucked in. You get sucked in on the romance of.
That's perfect. It's a romantic.
It's romantic, right? I'm going to take this $10, and it's going to become thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else I'm not going to do. I'm done doing. My business manager sent me a recap, because it's the end of the year, of what I spend on ATM fees.
I didn't know you even do that.
Oh my God, Bill, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Meaning, if you go to a bank, an ATM machine that's not your actual bank.
Yeah, well, how much they charge you?
Well, it depends. Sometimes $2, $3, $5. In the casino, $9 if you're at like Aria. I think it's $5 if you're at South Point, maybe.
Why do people, and this goes for everybody, not just John, people just don't carry cash. Like people, I could show you the back of my Mac card. Is that what it's called? ATM card?
Yeah.
It's not even signed. I don't use it.
Right.
I just carry cash. It ain't heavy.
Right. It ain't heavy.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not. But this is like, I went with a group of people away.
Yeah. And
everyone in the group, they were petrified to carry cash. Every one of them went to the machine. But by the way, they get out $20, 20 little grocery dollars.
You couldn't bring that with you? Yeah.
$20? Like, I've seen, they're much younger than me, but a couple that, by the way, live in $1 million house, $1 million+ house, they don't carry any cash.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't get that. Like, is it because you don't trust yourself in a gambling establishment?
I don't know what it is.
But people do it every day. People go out every day.
You're kind of taught that when you're little, right?
I guess.
Your mom would say, like, don't carry around a lot of cash.
I don't know.
No?
My mother did.
Your mom didn't say that?
Italian from the Bronx. No. Cash. No.
You had to show her a roll before you were allowed to leave the house?
I'm just saying, like, it's really a waste of money, too, of these fees. One of my best friends.
It's insane. What I literally wanted to throw up.
I had to show it to him. He's paying $10 somehow. $10 charge.
Yeah, it's like $10. It's $9.99 at like Aria.
And he looked at them and he threw me his checkbook, and he said, "Can you help me?" Because I know what he makes per month.
Yeah,
sick, hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
What does he do?
I'd rather not even get
He does things for people.
No, legit.
Oh,
no, he's legit.
Okay. He's not in construction.
No, he's on TV.
Oh.
And he throws me his thing, and I was like, wait a minute. You paid 9 times. You paid $10 for fees.
Yeah.
And then you did another. I was like, what are you doing? And then he's paying all this money on fees for different things. And I was just like, it's these stupid ATM fees. And you don't realize that, you know how much money it added up to? Like $1,200 for the year. Are you in that ballpark?
It's more.
More than $1,200 a year?
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. I'm not doing it anymore.
You're not going to do it anymore.
It's because then here's what I realized.
Right.
It's north of 12. Let's just call it 1,200.
Yeah.
It's north of that, but let's just call it 1,200. That's just this year.
Oh my
I'm
God.
doing this. I'm sick.
Hold on.
To my stomach.
I'm going to start out, John, with his first 100. Let's start him out with his first $100 bill, so you don't have to get no fees. You don't have to pay any fees.
Oh my God!
What's going on?
I know.
Johnny,
the roll you just pulled out.
1,200. I'm going. I have to put money in my Westgate account, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I found some great futures there.
Really?
I literally. Oh God. I
care
have so many,
to say or no? Can you give out one?
I have so many different futures for over-unders on season wins and stuff there.
Yep.
But I found so many different things in the past few weeks. They put up advanced weeks.
Okay.
So in other words, you could bet right now, even though we're in week
you could bet the last game of the season right now.
17. Yeah, you could bet like some future.
That's dangerous though, isn't it? Also,
it could be with injuries.
Because injuries and then guys resting at that point.
I'm on the wrong side on a couple with Tennessee. I thought Tennessee was going to be a little bit better on the wrong side.
Yep.
But 90% of them are ridiculous. Like John, I can log into Westgate right now and show you, and just to give you an idea, like the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes,
I knew that the Dallas Cowboys were way too low there. Let's see, pending bets. Okay, yeah. So Dallas, I got like Dallas -5 when they're -10 this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's some really good opportunities on some of the futures.
Let me ask you about Dallas, because a buddy of mine tagged me in a post the other day, and he said, just going to leave this right here at John Orlando, and he showed me who the Cowboys have beat this year.
Yeah,
and
compared to
every team has a losing record, pretty much.
It's true.
Does it really matter? Or like, isn't at some point?
That's with the power ratings, but yet just now I told you I was at the breakfast and I just seen on I guess this is on ESPN.
Yep.
Not that I trust any of these clowns, but yeah, this person has she had her top 5 quarterbacks. And I was surprised to see Dak number 1 against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's insane. Dak is not number 1.
Yeah.
I'd put that guy from the Texans ahead of Dak.
He was 4th on
Stroud?
her list.
Yeah, CJ Stroud.
Right?
Patrick Mahomes is crazy. I just watched him in person on Sunday.
Yeah.
He's the best quarterback I've ever seen play.
100%.
I've never been more confident in my life that after he didn't score the first 2 possessions, I was like, oh, he's going to score on every single drive after this.
Yeah.
Very easily, too.
Yeah,
and
opened up 14-0 Raiders, and that's all she wrote after that.
The game before that, they should have won too.
The Chiefs?
Drop ball. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He got it. He dropped the pass.
I'm going to tell you something. People don't even realize on 4th down, it was like 4th and 20. Also in the guy's hands. I mean, there was so many things.
But in the guy's hands.
Versus the Eagles.
Guy's hands.
Yeah.
What quarterbacks sometimes just miss people.
No,
he doesn't miss.
Mahomes is special.
At first, when you said it, I was like, "Wow, that's not the best quarterback." But you said something right. The best quarterback you've ever seen. You're how old are you? 25.
I'm 25. Yeah,
25.
Oh, but Bill, I think he's going to go down as the best ever when it's all said and done.
He could go. He's definitely going to be a first-time Hall of Famer. That's for sure. Does he go down better than Brady? Better than Montana? I mean, better than Unitas? I mean, there's a lot of names before us too. So, but no, he's a great quarterback. And that quarterback documentary that was on Netflix showed me the difference in him.
Yeah.
And like,
he's a leader.
Yeah. Like then Mariota was on, I think was one of the quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could just see like Mariota goes to like McDonald's for breakfast. That this guy's having chefs make his food exactly to the right consistency to not gain an ounce of body fat. Like, there's so much more. And then Kirk Cousins was the other quarterback. I never realized how much quarterbacks go through physically, banged up. I always think it's a glamorous position. You're back there throwing. I don't realize how banged up they are.
And I love that Mahomes on that special, like puffed up to Max Crosby on that one hit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Max
fearless.
wasn't even supposed to play that game. So I give him a lot of credit being out there. He was on the injury list. I mean, for him to come out there. Now, you know what? I didn't follow that game. Did you guys say it was 14-0?
It was 14-0. No, Raiders.
Raiders, right? That's
14-0 Raiders.
Because I thought I seen 7-0 Raiders.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
It was 14-0 Raiders.
Wow.
But you're only going to stop Patrick Mahomes twice, and he will get points on every single possession the rest of the game.
And he's kind of a slow starter. A lot of times, he's definitely they always do better in the second half. I feel the Chiefs,
and I guarantee you there was more Kansas City fans in the stands.
Oh, for sure. People, was it you that posted it?
No, it was me.
It was you that posted it.
Was it?
Oh, right, you were there.
Oh, you went to the game?
Yeah.
Was it a sea of red?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I posted a video because I wanted to film the national anthem where they say Chiefs at the end, home of the Chiefs.
Oh,
and oh my God, it was so loud. It was,
really?
And the home of and just
instead of the Braves, Chiefs. Wow.
Wow.
It was George Carmona going to the games.
Yeah.
Big effing shot you are, Charlie.
Hey,
he's a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's he went to that game, and then but you were at a college game.
Yeah, my brother played at UNLV this weekend, so he plays for San Jose State.
Yeah.
Nice.
UNLV, #1 seed in the conference.
Okay.
San Jose State beats them.
Nice.
Yeah. His brother's going to be in the NFL.
Is your brother doing that good?
Yeah. He graded out. Do you follow Pro Football Focus?
No, give his name out. Give his name and position.
Fernando Carmona Jr., left tackle, redshirt sophomore, and he's going to be in the Hawaii Bowl.
Wow.
And he's going to the NFL. I'm calling it right now. He's going to the NFL.
That position pays a lot of money now, too. My God.
Yeah.
Very important.
Money they're giving linemen now they realize how valuable they are in this last decade. With analytics and stuff, they're so valuable to the quarterback and scoring point, having a good lineman.
So he's going to make a lot of money. George, does he know that he wouldn't be head of the NFL if it wasn't for his big brother, George Carmona? Does he know that? Do you make that clear to him so he knows?
Trust me, I will use my media outlet to broadcast his name loudly.
Yes.
Especially when the time comes.
I'll
tell you off air what the
like when he gets
is.
like a couple million signing bonus. Yeah. Does he throw Georgie? Does he throw Georgie a little?
Are you a family like that? Like my family would do that. Would throw money around.
Here's the thing.
Is it I win, we all win attitude in the Carmona household?
I am never. I've experienced what it's like when families pay each other and how that can go really south. So we had talked about it very early on in our lives that, bro, I got your back, but we'll never have it to that point. You got to be successful. I got to be successful.
Oh.
And then that way we don't have to worry about supporting,
So you don't got to worry about George being a no-call, no-show.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like what happened to him? His brother gave him some money.
Yeah.
Back to Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
Look, you're on a little delay. You just got that? Okay.
That was funny.
So anyway, Friday, this Friday, we're having the Pac-12 Championship at Allegiant. Oregon versus Washington. Now, Oregon is a 10-point favorite versus Washington, and not that I'm saying I don't get it, but Washington beat them this year. Washington beat Oregon by 3. I think it was 33-30 or 36-33, and now they're an underdog here. I did not bet them, but I'm looking at the sharp lines in town, which Circa, and I see Chris and Far Off Place, both of them have 10. The rest of them 9.5. Wow. That's just so many points for Washington. But this, I'm looking for a situation here because I need Washington to win outright. Probably not going to happen, but I have a Pac-12 bet on them at 5-1. I could actually hedge a little bit because the money line I could like 340, but I'm not going to do that. Some big games this week. These championship games, but that one's here in town on Friday night. I'm interested to watch that. There's also UNLV is in the Mountain West Championship game at Allegiant the next day. UNLV is taking on Boise. They're 2.5-point underdog. So little shout out there for the home squads here.
Are there times when you do hedge?
Yeah, if it means so much, I think if you bet something like 30-1, but then again, did I hedge a little bit? No, I'm trying to think about with Ohtani. I bet 33-1 and 31-1 for him to be the MVP that year. I'm trying to think what I don't know. I didn't hedge anything. But the sports book I betted at only took $30. They only took to win $1,000. I had to bet it 20 different times. But so sometimes if the money means so much to you, I have no problem with you hedging now. Years ago, I was really dead set against it, but because you're laying a negative EV bet. But if you bet something that the ROI is ridiculous, like that kind of 30-1.
Yeah.
And where it means something to us. So your average bet. So let's say your average bet's $100, and now you have a ticket to win $20,000. Yes, you got to hedge.
Right.
You should hedge something. But normally I'm not really a hedge guy. The Circus Survivor here in town, which is winner take all, and it's up down to like under 200 people.
Wow.
I've had a couple people text me and say, "Hey Bill, do you want to take a piece of my entry? And maybe we could prorate it, and I'll give you a little discount and stuff." Well, there's so many reasons why you have to think about this kind of a thing. Should you do that? You have to trust the person.
Right.
I think you have to get a lawyer involved and legally. You're talking millions and millions.
I agree.
Of dollars.
Legally, you'd have to do it. Yeah.
And then you have to see what their remaining selections are compared to the other people in the pool.
Right.
That means a lot too.
Right.
So
can you see what the other selections are in the pool? Oh,
yes,
really? I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
So there could be some equity. So let's say you have 200 people left, and the prize is $10 million. Well, that how much each entry is worth. What would that be? $50,000 would be worth. And so that if you pay $30,000, you get a little bit of it for the whole thing. So I'll go partners with you. I'll give you $15,000. You should know that if that's worth it to you, because you can map out, or we're over halfway of the season here, so you can literally map out how many. We're week 13. You can map out how many teams you have left, how many weeks you have left. In that particular contest, is 20 weeks because you had to use Thanksgiving as a separate week and Christmas as a separate week, just one of those games. So you want to see what team you have remaining for Christmas week. And
the winner gets how much?
It's a winner take all. So it's I think there's 8 or 9 million.
So it could make sense at this point for maybe a few of those guys that are still in to talk to each other and figure out who to team up with.
But you have to get a lawyer involved. There's too much money.
You need a lawyer and like a mathematician, right?
Yeah.
Literally.
You can kind of work it out, I think. Let's see. What I want to I wanted to go over a couple things. I put up a video yesterday about video poker on Twitter, and some people don't realize this. That actually, not some. A lot of people don't realize this. So, if you're playing just one coin at a time, this particular lady that I videotaped she didn't know. I didn't show her face, of course. She was playing one coin, $2, and instead of playing 5 coins at 50 cents or something, you know, and they don't realize they get penalized on their jackpot. In other words, if you play one coin,
right, you're not hitting the progressive,
paid,
right?
Yeah, you don't exactly. You don't get it. If it's a progressive, you don't get part of that. Right. You also don't get the royal flush jackpot, the full amount. You'd be better betting less increment. So if the choices are 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, $2, $5, bet less, but 5 coins. Bet max bet of whatever the increment is. That's my point. She was getting $252 pieces, so $500. Well, really, you could bet a quarter, 5 play. You can risk less, 75 cents less per hand
for better upside,
and get $1,000. Right. So. You always want to play the max.
She thinks she's being frugal.
Yeah, just it doesn't make any sense. But I have a friend that also kind of thinks, if you pull your card, I was over at the South Point. The South Point has this deal where you get Walmart gift cards half price this month. It's a very slight edge on their big positive machines. But he's like, I should pull my card out. And I was like, why? He's like, this way they don't know what I'm doing, and I can get a better chance of winning. It's amazing the superstitions what people think.
Made up stuff.
The card has nothing to do with the ROI on the machine, the random number generator in the machine. Right. People think different things though. Yeah. This is like another guy that last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I had a buddy of mine that was in town and said, "Oh, I don't play during the week. You got to play on the weekend. The week they don't pay. It doesn't pay during the week. Right. On Tuesdays. You got to go on Saturdays." Yeah. So the superstitions you have.
Because slots always say now paying 7 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Right. They have to be a little more
happy hour.
Let's talk about how casinos do not like winners.
Yeah.
I don't care what those signs say here in town. You'll read on the thing, station says, "We love our winners." Yeah. You win overall. Keep on winning. See if they like you. Now, what happens, people don't know. So they put you on, I wrote down, it was a DNI, I think. Yeah, DNI list. They put you on a DNI list. This comes from people that are inside the casinos that I know, all different casinos, talking about, it doesn't really take a genius to know this. DNI, do not invite. So now you don't get a weekly mailer no more. You get to participate in bonuses anymore. So I don't care who says what. Casinos do not like winners. There's a casino in town that only comps on losses. I went in and they told me, even though I lost $1,200 that day, they said, well, overall for the year you're winning, so we can't give you a. How small mind thinking is that? You don't give someone a comp based on them winning a couple trips ago.
It's crazy.
I mean, look at my Theo then, that means is your theoretical what you're worth to the casino overall. I put a lot of coin in. I mean, this particular place I'm playing $50 a hand video poker on 10 play. How can you not comp that person and you're going to lose my play? Yeah. Or let me be blunt. You're going to make me get a card in my wife's name or someone else's name and play under their name. And circumvent your system. And that's not only me, that's a lot of people.
Right, of course. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's silly. You're a casino or you're not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you're taking action or you're not.
Yeah.
You can't be a little bit pregnant.
This show goes everywhere. A little bit pregnant. I like that.
You like that?
This show goes everywhere. And where I'm going to go is my cousin Debbie sent me a text today from New Jersey. Bill Krackenberger, for you guys that don't know, I literally started working at 9 years old in my aunt and uncle's pizza stand, my mother's side, the Italian side. They had imagine Italians that own a pizza place. I know. It's hard to believe. But so in Kingsburg, New Jersey, they owned this Pizza Villa, it was called. And so it's my Aunt Caroline, my Uncle Jimmy, and then my cousin Anthony, who ran it for them. He was the oldest son. He was the oldest out of the children. So 9 years old, I'm learning interactions. They let me work the register and give out change and make some dough. And 10, 11, 12 years old, I'm working there for years. And it's every summer. It's like 4 months out of the year, 5 months out of the year. But that's where I learned my interaction with humans, with learning, talking to people. And I kind of opened up then, too. Even though I grew up really in a knock-around family, my mother's side, the Italians, and that's what I wanted to say. My Uncle Jimmy, he kind of showed my dad the gambling side. They played pinochle. They went to racetracks in Atlantic City. And so my Uncle Jimmy's 91 years old now. And my cousin Debbie, his daughter-in-law, sent me a thing that my uncle's hospitalized now with congestive heart failure, AFib. And he's tired. He's kind of maybe even given up a little bit. I hope not. I'm actually going to give him a call, though. I just had to give a shout out thinking, because I never really tell them that I'm probably the person I am from working on that boardwalk. But really, I went on to other things. I went on to a lot of different jobs on that boardwalk, working in the basketball stand, working in the darts stand, working in the kill the cat stand. They had these things, the fuzzy cat.
Did you say kill the cat?
Well, it's not real.
This is terrible game. No. Terrible game.
It's like a fuzzy. It's all this fuzz on these cats that the center is real. But if you're a good baseball pitcher, you knock down the cat. So, the milk cans. I mean, it's games of chance. But anyway, we used to have a lot of good times with them, and I just wanted to give my uncle a shout out there.
Yeah.
I want to send him that too. So that's pretty cool. When you start out, you're such your blue collar roots, hardworking, and it just made me think of him when she sent me that. I said, I'm going to mention him on the show, because they probably don't even realize that I do credit them on other shows.
Right. I
credit them all the time for giving me that 50 cents an hour a job when I was 9 years old. My little Pizza Villa shirt. And that little boardwalk town, 1 mile town, boardwalk, little amusement park, rides, and a water park.
This is in Jersey.
Yeah, Monmouth County, New Jersey, little tiny 1 mile town, like I said, known for bars. They had 35 bars in 1 mile.
Wow.
Irish, Catholic, Italian, tough town.
When you go back now, everybody knows you?
No, not really. But I do go back once in a while and drive through it, and it looks so small now. When I was a kid, it was so big.
Yeah.
We used to be able to walk. I grew up in a beach town, so we would walk to work and stuff.
Sure.
And I'd walk the half a mile to work. Now in the same town, you're probably a little more dangerous walking through that town.
Don't
half
walk
mile. It's amazing that everything changes. I hate things changing.
I know it.
Just like I told my cousin, I said, I hate. The holidays now are just not the same to me. as when I was a kid with my parents, and you look forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
It's just another day for me.
It's just another day.
Yeah.
I don't like change. And, John, we're in the same boat, maybe because we don't have kids. I don't have kids by choice. And by the way, I don't regret it at all. I don't, especially now the way things are in this country. I don't regret it at all not having kids and things that are going on with these new, guidelines you have to follow through. My niece is coming home and telling Uncle Billy that there's 3 bathrooms in their school now. I mean, I just I get into this kind of stuff. It just drives me nuts. I may have to tell them that 12 years old, you're beautiful girls. You're beautiful little girls. Don't ever let no one change that. God made you a little girl. You have to talk to your kids now. Their brains are like sponges at that age, at 9, 10, 11 years old. So we've all been upset at our parents at one time or another.
Sure.
So all of a sudden now we can just change and be someone else. And I grew up very old school. And I think at that age, when they get older, they could decide what they want. But at that age, brittle ages, it's just amazing. But we can go off on anything here, like I said. But yeah, so it's John. I didn't know you felt that way.
Yeah.
So you could really give or take. Now listen, I do like to celebrate it because I have a niece and nephew. Oh no, I have nieces too. Sorry, 2 nieces, and they're 18 and 20 now. But I do like to, it's nice for them. It's great. I like celebrating it for them, and through their childhood, I kind of lived through them a little bit. But it's just not the same with the Feast of the 7 Fishes and my aunts coming down from the Bronx, my mother having that. It was just so different.
Wait a minute. What is the Feast of the 7 Fishes?
That's in Italian. The Italians, you're supposed to have one represented 7 different fishes. So like you'll have like
I never knew this.
Assaulted. Well,
you like fish?
Not really. Listen, my mother made lobster sauce. Yes, I would have that. We get lobster tails. I'm making like a lobsters and macaroni, crabs and macaroni, crabs. You'd have crabs, so that would be 2. You'd have a third. You'd have my mother made fried shrimp and fried scallops for everyone at the table. But then you had like a scungili salad, which is a cold salad. I really wouldn't eat that. And then there'd even be my mother's uncles were alive. They'd have this salted fish called bacalao. You'd actually put it in the tub.
Yeah,
and
I know
salt
bacalao.
Yeah, you'd have that, and then you'd have even a can of sardines. They'd open up on the table.
Stop.
Like stuff I can't eat. I could never eat that.
No
kind
way.
Of stuff. But yeah, so there's that's an old Italian tradition.
I feel like George Carmona's definitely had sardines before.
Fuck sardines. Anchovies.
Disgusting,
But
right?
Yeah, there's an old school restaurant downtown here at the Four Queens. Oh boy. All the ladies get a rose. It's really nice. It's Hugo's Wine Cellar. Thank you. It's downstairs in the basement. It's still such a classy restaurant.
Really? It's inside the Four Queens?
10 years. I'm like, wow, this place is so classy. The Four Queens, Bucket of Blood. And then you will see this beautiful all brick inside. It's just so nice. They make tableside. They make their Caesar salad.
Caesar salad, yep.
Tableside. And they put sardines in it, and I'm not, and I was like,
I think it's anchovies.
Anchovies. I'm sorry, they put anchovies in it. I'm like, oh no, please.
Wait, I have an idea.
It was so good. I was like, there's anchovies in it? I wouldn't even know.
Right.
It's just a salted fish. You just don't even know. But I said, did I just see anchovies in there? I was like, all right. It was so good. That place is and by the way, like John, see, you don't know that's like one of the hidden gems in this town to bring your girl. So bring.
Okay, wait, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I was thinking for the 3 of us.
Yeah.
It could be couples, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's the 3 of us.
We can go us 3.
I want to do the 12 restaurants of Christmas.
Oh, wow.
And each night, starting 12 days prior to Christmas or whatever the dates, right?
You can't even get him.
No, I'm going to go.
You can't even get him to go out once.
No. I always want to eat.
12 nights in a row.
Yes, 12 nights in a row.
Wow.
We're going to go out to a different restaurant and we're going to do like a review on each restaurant. Can we do this?
Listen, I go out to eat 5 nights
I lost
a week
George
anyway.
with the 12 nights in a row. I lost him.
12. I don't know why.
How about 12 times in December? It doesn't have to be in a row.
Yeah.
But 12 times.
12 times in December?
Yes.
Can we do it?
If someone else pays, you're in?
Oh, Bill, of course. What kind of question is that?
Well, that could be a 30-day.
Yeah.
Wait, Bill, can I get like a half-off discount? Like, are you able to get me that?
Well, no. I mean, Bill, I was absolutely thinking you're paying.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. No, I mean, keep your record clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, I would use that because you've never been there. I would definitely go there. Have you went to Peter Luger's yet?
No.
All right, we can go there too.
See, this is what I'm saying. We need to do this.
There's $1,000. Yeah, there's two. But yeah, no, I love Peter Luger's. I do right now because it's the new thing. But my favorite restaurant will probably always be in this town. Will probably always be Joe's. Like they should even
Joe's like crab. Joe's crab.
No, not Joe's crab shop.
No,
Joe's Stone Crab at the Forum Shops.
At the Forum Shops. That's what I was thinking. Right.
Yeah. There's one in Miami. There's one.
Russell Peters loves that place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, Joe's is the best.
Really?
Joe's, I like it. Joe's has the best steak, but I am really all about the steak right now at Peter Luger's that comes, table side.
Where is that?
Sizzling plate at Caesars. The Caesars.
Peter Luger's?
Peter Luger's opened up at Caesars. The original one's in Williamsburg in Brooklyn.
Oh wow!
Underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, and but the one I'm referring to, they opened the second location here.
While we're talking about food, you know a place I love at Forum Shops?
Where?
Carmine's.
Love Carmine's.
Family style.
Isn't Carmine's the greatest atmosphere?
It's unbelievable. Have you been to Carmine's?
Atmosphere?
It's so good.
Yeah.
No, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Matter of fact, that's where we do the Sticky Paws.
It's such a
end
great
of the year
dinner.
Break the bread.
We go to Carmine's.
Yeah, Carmine's, by the way, is different from location to location. I've been to the one in Atlantic City, just okay. The one in New York, just okay. It's okay. The one here, though, is excellent.
Excellent.
The one here is excellent.
You get a lot of food, man.
You get a lot of food.
And it's not that expensive.
It's really not.
For what you're getting.
It's not that bad at all. And how do we get on these other subjects?
I don't know. We got on food somehow. I don't know what happened.
Let me get
here.
off Peter Luger's. I'd love to do some meals with you guys, though.
Yes,
be great.
I'm very much.
I'm just trying to get us some free eats.
Yeah,
George.
I like this.
No problem.
With Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
In the name of content.
In the name of content. Yes, we're doing this for content.
I just watched. You know what? I watched a good episode last night.
What?
I don't watch too many things. It's a guy you like, I think. Joe Rogan, you like, right?
Of course.
Joe Rogan had on David Blaine.
It was great.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
It was really good.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was. He's a sick bastard, David Blaine. The things he does. It's now crazy. He has a daughter. Now he's like, I'm stopping. I'm not doing nothing like this. I'm not putting
He's done some crazy stuff.
He just went head to head with a king cobra, and the challenge was to kiss this king cobra. If you get stung by, matter of fact, this particular king cobra just killed its owner. It just killed,
I heard right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It killed its owner.
Yeah.
Here's David Blaine gonna go and
it's crazy.
give a kiss. So you have about 30 minutes, everything just shuts down.
Right.
But David Blaine is this. He said that's it. I'm not doing no more things like this.
Yeah.
This is after he jumped here in Vegas 9 stories and ripped out his shoulder. And he does such real. I love real stuff like him. I love a guy like him. And there's only one other one I could think of. That's right, Harry Houdini. They're the only guys that it's beyond magic. Magic's magic. David Copperfield's there's nothing real there.
Right.
It's an illusion.
An illusion. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So
David's doing real stuff. The joke while we're talking about Rogan, watch Rogan with The Rock. Really good.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, because really I seen he had him on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rogan, I like how he tells it like it is, and
he's great.
He moved from Hollywood. He said, "That's it. I'm going to Texas."
Yeah.
Is he in Austin, Texas?
Yeah.
Who's in Austin? They built a comedy club.
Yeah.
If you built it, they will come.
Yeah. Do you know how many comedians moved and just followed him to Austin?
No.
And why wouldn't you?
Wow.
I
know Dice is down. Dice went down for sold out shows. They had to add shows
at Rogan's place.
At Rogan's place.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's somebody I miss, believe it or not.
Nice.
He's
not here anymore, right?
Not. Yeah, he lived in town.
Right.
I used to go over his house. And
that's really cool.
Yeah,
George, Dice Clay is not even a thing to you, right?
Oh no, dude! When I watched Entourage, and he came in, and I was like, "Holy shit, this just got way better."
Okay.
Yeah,
oh wow, good, good for you. At your age, Doug Ellen really, kind of brought him back.
I know Doug Ellen.
Yeah, his Rogan episode is really good too.
Andrew Dice.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
very good.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I love Andrew. I love Andrew. I have so many pictures on my phone. I was going through pictures on the plane, and I was in New York 2 weeks ago, and there's so many pictures with Andrew Dice Clay and I, and at his house with his kids, and he's just got 2 really good boys and good stuff. What's that?
This is a peace sign, aka peace, love, and happiness for for our boy Andrew Dice Clay.
I like it.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
No, I love him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I just the last thing we're going to NFL.
Yes.
After all,
talk some football. All right. What do you got?
Just NFL. Listen, the parity this year is again unbelievable. I guess San Fran's the best team again, but we'll find out this weekend because they're playing the Eagles.
Yeah.
So now you have like number 1 versus number 2 power rating wise. San Fran is a 2.5 to 3 point favorite in Philadelphia. Now, I personally think Philadelphia is one of the. I mean, they're 10-1. Probably like the most fugazi 10-1 team that I've ever seen. They should have lost so many games. They should have lost versus the Chiefs. The Bills had them a couple. I mean, there's so many games that I thought they should have lost. Even going back to Washington almost beat them in Philly. They should have went for a 2-point conversion at the end. Then I'll go to week 1 versus first, probably the worst team in the NFL. One of the top 3 worst teams, in my opinion, is I don't know if they're they did beat the Bills, the Patriots, but the Patriots should have beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
There's so many different. So this weekend we'll see. Philadelphia just knows how to win games, though. That means a lot too.
100%.
So that means a lot. They didn't know how to get there in the end. So this weekend, that's a big game. That may be like better than the Super Bowl this year. Is this weekend's game? So,
is there any chance you are at the Super Bowl since it's here in Vegas?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna probably. If people don't know this yet, we haven't made it official. We really should look into it more. We may even do a show down at I guess they're gonna have Radio Row at their own. At Derek's gonna have his own little Radio Row there. Remember up by the pool.
Yep.
So we may do. We may do that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So let's see. I had a couple other little things though. Let me just see if I had it here. I know I did. Oh, coaches getting fired.
Oh man,
the coaches are this year in the NFL. I don't know. Maybe because I'm into it more the NFL because I have to keep in tune to more players and coaches and stuff, and because of my Fox show, it's unbelievable. Some of the coaching in the NFL. It's just so bad. It's just so
bad. But then there's the Broncos.
Yeah, well, the Broncos actually are a team that came late in the season here. Actually,
5 in a row, right?
Yeah, they've been winning some games. So the Broncos have been winning some games. I'm still not sold on the Broncos. I'm just not sold.
Defense looks good.
Yeah, well, this week let's see what they do this week. They're playing Houston this week. Who they were the flavor of the month for a while there. Houston and their quarterback's doing great.
I always go back to what's the story? What are the headlines? So I brought this up last week about Texas. Like, the Rangers won the World Series, and now look, Dallas is where they're at. Yeah. Texans, I know they falter, but what's the headline? So the headline for the Broncos. Yeah. You remember the trash talking people were doing on Russell Williams? Wilson. Russell Wilson. They were all over him, myself included. Yeah, my God, what a waste of money! What a bust! Money? What is this? From last year to this year. Yeah. So I see the story already mapping. Like we wrote them off, and now here they come, and you're going to watch them end up in the playoffs and see what happens.
Let's see what happens this weekend. See if Houston can get by them.
But you wouldn't jump on a little Broncos to win the Super Bowl.
No. Win the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to get in the playoffs. Yeah.
Right, but you don't find any value with that?
I'm going to give you some odds here, what they even are to get in the playoffs. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to team props, game prop futures.
Super Bowl 68-1. Right
is that at MyBookie? Where is that?
That's at MyBookie.ag.
At MyBookie. What is it? Wait, whoa. Say it again, George. Now you're speaking my language.
MyBookie.ag. 68-1 for the Broncos to win the Super Bowl.
You don't think that's worth betting? And then if they get there, you got the monster hedge. $100. Is it worth $100? They've won 5 games in a row.
They're not an elite team like Kansas City or Philadelphia.
I agree. But then it goes back to any given Sunday.
They're a 2-1. Their odds are 2-1 for them to even make the playoffs. Will Denver make the playoffs? You could say yes plus 150, no minus 200.
Wait, that seems
plus 150.
That's not
to
good.
Make the playoffs. I don't. You could just for them to make the playoffs, you could take 1.5 to 1.
But how could they be 68-1 to win the Super Bowl and then plus 2 to 1?
150.
Plus 150.
That's right, though.
To make the playoff. Really? There's that big of a gap from just playoffs to winning the Super Bowl?
So then you're telling me then the plus 68-1 is much better.
Yes.
Because you could start hedging. But if you're going to bet something like that, you could hedge if they get
all the way out, right?
Yeah, I guess, but not. I need more than 68 to 1. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I need.
Damn.
More.
Yeah. George, same thing. Are we just dumb?
I get what you're saying. You go on a run at the end, and there's always that like New York Giants wild card team that can storm in and make it to the Super Bowl, and that's all you're hoping for. If you're betting them to win the Super Bowl, you just need them to make it, and then you can make your hedge play.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know, John. I think they have games at the end of the season to prove themselves. I think they got Patrick Mahomes one more time. If they can upset him, then I'm like, all right, they got a chance. They got a chance.
Last thing I want to ask you guys about. You guys know that we had some big casinos opening here. Durango Station.
I'm so excited. I will be there December 5th.
Yeah? Yep. Okay, and of course Fountain Blue. So someone did
Vanessa's working at Fountain Blue.
Oh, nice.
In the nightclub at Live. She's training right now.
Oh, someone did a walkthrough through Fountain Blue.
Beautiful, right?
Put it up today. 15-minute walkthrough. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
I can't wait to see this.
Well, it's 20 years in the making, right?
20 years in the making.
Literally.
So yeah, this should be fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like when new properties open like that.
Me too.
I'm excited about the Hard Rock.
How do we sustain? How do the other casinos,
how do they keep doing it? I don't know. I say it all the time.
Stay in business after Resorts World open,
right?
A $5 billion casino, and now you got another $1 billion casino open.
Yeah,
where do all the
I get it with
from?
Resorts World. I figured it out because I spent I've been going there every Sunday for football and stuff. Right. And I've been walking around there a lot and stuff. It's the convention business.
Non-gaming revenue driven.
It's conventions, man.
People coming in, paying for shows, paying for rooms, paying for meals.
Yes.
It's non-gaming. Gaming is a secondary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd see the day in Las Vegas that gaming is secondary?
Like 80%.
Or even third? It's like nightlife, restaurants, conventions, gaming. Oh, by the way, gaming.
Steve Wynn said it the best. He said, if I had a chance to do everything over again and get this kind of crowd, I wouldn't even have casino gambling. I could just open up my nightclubs where they're making $1 million a night profit each. That's what you'd want to do. But all right, guys, listen, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, mybookie.ag is our sponsor. Appreciate it. Crack is your code, KRACK, 10% bonus.
See you next week.
See you guys.